Thank you, Mr. Chairman. First of all, I just have to delight in this room right now. This is a process that's been going on in the United States Senate for years, if not decades, but there has never been a room like this for a purpose such as this. To see the wide-ranging diversity in this room, family members, folks assembled, it is just extraordinary to me, and I am just feeling incredible amounts of joy and pride, not only in this nation, but also in our president. This president has nominated more black women to the circuit courts in the United States of America than every single other president combined. It is a tremendous accomplishment in diversifying our courts, and diverse teams are better teams in America. And to have our courts begin to reflect the true depth and greatness and glory of this diverse, wonderful, multicultural democracy is extraordinary. And I'm just feeling that I can't let this moment go by without marking the power of this room. You are both extraordinary, and I'm grateful. Honorable Judge Childs, I have no questions for you. Lindsey Graham has made it clear to me who you are and what you're about, and so I yield to Lindsey Graham and his wisdom on this matter. Ms. Abdu, I'm just grateful to see you here as well. I know you're going to get a lot of tough questioning today. I am excited to see the kind of folks who support you. From religious organizations from the Muslim community, religious organizations from the Jewish community, religious organizations from the Christian community. You have one of my favorite law enforcement organizations that really helped me in the city of Newark, Noble, which is this group of African-American law enforcement officers. They are a national organization that really do represent the safety and security of urban cores like the city of Newark, where African Americans are, and their faith in you and their letter of support actually really meant a lot for me to see. You also have numerous other organizations, in fact, 60 interfaith organizations. You have numerous civil rights organizations. You have organizations that I've worked with, including the National Council of Jewish Women, the Georgia Association of Black Women Attorneys, and more. But I'm really curious because I am a lifetime member of the NAACP. But you wouldn't ascribe all of the views of the NAACP to me, would you?
No, sir, I would not.
Yeah, because I've disagreed with the NAACP, but I've paid my dues and I've written them checks. How about the ACLU? I am a supporter of the ACLU. I think, if I'm correct, that I've given them money before. Would you ascribe all the views of the ACLU to me?
No, Senator.
Well, I appreciate that because the ACLU has sued me in the past. And that is definitely not just and right to ascribe that to me. I don't know if you've heard of this author, I say this in jest, named James Baldwin.
He sounds familiar.
He sounds familiar. You've probably read a lot of his works. Have you heard this quote? Because it's one of my favorite of his quotes. I love America more than any other country in the world. And exactly for this reason, I insist on the right to criticize her perpetually. Have you heard that quote before?
Yes, I have.
Do you think criticism of America amounts to hatred of America?
No, Senator.
Do you think criticism of America makes you less patriotic or more patriotic?
More patriotic, I would say.
Yes. And do you think that our country is perfect and beyond reproach?
No, not yet.
No. And our criminal justice system, that purports to be fair and unbiased, is there bias in our criminal justice system?
There are still areas within our criminal justice system that need improvement, that is for sure.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you right now, in a nation where there's no difference between blacks and whites for use of marijuana, for example, but African Americans are 4 times more likely to be arrested for their usage. That to me screams to a bias, and not to speak to that bias or criticize that bias or work to correct it is problematic to me. And so my time has expired, but you have said a lot of provocative things that are going to get a lot of attention today. I, for one, think that these provocative things that you have said about the need for change in our system, the need for fairness in our system, the need for justice in the justice system, the need for us to address issues of racial bias, the need for us to address issues of gender bias, the need for us in our criminal justice system, that does not discount you. It does not speak to any kind of lack of love. In fact, I look at your career and it screams of love of country. It speaks to patriotism. It speaks to sacrificing a lot of other options. Your pedigree and your degrees are pretty extraordinary. You could have pursued a path of wealth and comfort, but you have put yourself in the center of the unfinished business of America. And for that, I am grateful. And I celebrate this country at the prospect, have a president has put forth the prospect of having you serve on the Circuit Court of the United States of America. Thank you very much.
Thank you.